All about big returns here, the All-Purpose Podcast. We return to you every Tuesday. Glad to be joined by our guy, the playmaker, the all-purpose player, Greg Dortch, the GM, Saul Bookman, fresh from Tucson. Big dub down there for the Cats. Look like a good time.
Let's go.
And McHale, I can't believe they got you in there, man.
Oh, man,
You got
yeah,
the
man.
connects.
I had to hook my boys up, man. They never been to McHale. I was like, I got to show you what a real crowd looks like, baby. Let's go.
I haven't been to Tucson yet.
Oh, well, you just hop in my ride. Let's go. I got you.
Take a trip.
I'm Bo Brock. We're breaking down the big return, the return of the win column for the Cardinals on Sunday. Huge return from our guy, Greg Dortch. And, of course, the return of one K1, Kyler Murray in there, dropping dimes all over the field, making a big play. You know, before we get into your play, Greg, the 13-yard scramble, 3rd and 10, fourth quarter. Yeah. I mean, was the entire just sideline holding their breath as K1 went to work?
That's exactly what was going on. That play was crazy because, believe it or not, like if you get sacked there, the game's probably over. We still had all of our timeouts, but backed up like that, probably going to have to punt, maybe go for it, but that's a big play. That's a really big play.
I mean, it's the kind of play that maybe – I don't even know if anybody else in the NFL outside of maybe Lamar Jackson could have made because the speed, the athleticism, and really the thing that's so underrated about that play was his footwork to try and get out was a little off, but his recovery and his quick twitch is so vast that he was able to just get out of that and save the day. Really, just unbelievable.
Yeah, he's gifted for sure, and his eyes were downfield the whole time.
It was incredible. What Saul's talking about, I was looking it up, the two players that were kind of bearing down on him. The edge, I think he ran like a 4.6. And then Richie Grant, poor Richie Grant, by the way, that safety, you don't have to say anything, but poor Richie Grant had a tough day against Trey McBride, trying to cover him all day on Sunday. But he ran like a 4.5. And Kyler's got his back to him, and he's basically like ballet, tiptoeing, and changing his direction with two guys just coming down on him. It was unbelievable. And then he goes back 20 yards and then brings it 13 yards past the line of scrimmage for a big first down. Like you said, that game's over. I mean, it's 4th and forever, and you got to potentially punt. I mean, that was just game-changing play after game-changing play. How did it just feel overall? Maybe just kind of take us through, because Gannon said yesterday in the press conference that the belief it began with the week of practice. And then, like, you guys just knew all week that this was going to be a huge opportunity.
Yeah, like he said, the game plan going into the game was like, it just felt perfect. Like, it felt like if we did what we needed to do, then we would find ourselves where we wanted to be. And we did that, but as the game goes on, man, you have your ups and your downs. They're a good team too. They stopped us, caught an interception, went down and scored. Like, it was moments in that game where it was just like tug of war. Like, it could have went their way, it could have went our way. But yeah, I felt very comfortable going into the game that week. Every week we felt comfortable, but that week was for sure we felt like we could get one.
I know, obviously the first time K1 shows up at practice, like ready to actually practice. I know there's a feeling in the building like, okay, he's back, right? But then getting to the actual to the stadium, and you see him suiting up, getting ready to go. Was there any words exchanged about like before you guys headed out?
Yeah, man, I got to keep that. Between us. But no, for sure, it was definitely a different feel. Like JC was back too. Those are two big pieces in our offense, man. Like, so you got those two leaders back. Everybody's just juiced and just ready to go, and it felt like that.
I mean, Kyler comes strolling and he's got the fresh cut. He's got Louis pants on. Like, Louis, is that a game check for most guys, those Louis pants?
Hey.
It's like a month check for us.
That's funny. Hey, I'm messing with it, man. I liked it. I liked it. Yeah, it was comfortable. It was comfortable. It was calm, but it was like, okay, I'm here.
And that kind of seems like what his temperament was when we talked to him on Wednesday. He says, I'm feeling a little bit emotionless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get too high. I don't want to get too low. And it feels like
it's hard. It's hard to do
is.
that. Yeah, it's super hard to do that.
I'm sure it's tough for you. I mean, the coin toss goes, Atlanta, they defer. Mm-hmm. You're on the field. You're the first guy to touch the football. I mean, what's that like?
I take pride in that. Honestly, I love doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I love being the first. Like, that's really, we talk about setting the tone for the game. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You have a big return. You come out and you set the tone for the game. We haven't had that yet to start the game, opening kick return, have a big one, but it's coming. But yeah, just to set the tone for the team like that, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, I haven't seen a kickoff return to start a game in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
LaRod Stevens Howling is the last time I remember against the Cowboys back in the day, and that shit set the tone too.
He housed it?
Oh yeah, he housed it, the first one. And it was just like, and you could feel like the tone of that game changed immediately. And so, I know you had that opportunity, but I did feel like your punt return, and I know we're going to get to it.
Yep.
That set the tone for the rest of the game too, because it was kind of looking like, okay, well, we're trying to figure this out, whatever, and then juice out of nowhere, and it was fucking awesome. Man.
So good.
You watch this game, and Kyler gets in there. It's a 3-and-out, but then it's like 4 consecutive scoring drives. You guys are hanging on. You're getting points, not touchdowns yet until his rushing touchdown, and you're hanging around. And then, just down a few points at this juncture, and then the big punt return comes. We got a screen cap. We can't show you video because of NFL rules. I can't believe that this turned into a big return, because look at our guy right here. This turned into a big gain after this. Like, you look like you're dead to rights right here.
I had him right where I wanted him.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the screenshot, you're like, how did he get out of this? This is wild, because this is when the dude hit him square on, and then right after that, to the left side.
What was it like? Did you even feel that? You just bounce off that?
I mean, it was everything happened so fast. Like, you don't have time to really think about anything. It just happened so fast, man. I seen a hole and I wanted to hit it, and when I got to the hole, it closed up. So I kind of just braced myself, took the contact. Man, we lift weights. So took the contact, and man, I seen green grass and just tried to hit it and go. But man, shout out to my teammates, man. If you look at the video, number 24, like 31, like we got guys straining, like trying to get extra blocks and just trying to get me in the end zone, man. And I love that. Like, I really do appreciate that from my teammates.
Before we jumped on, you talked about, when you took that hit and you broke left real quick. Can you go back to that, Jacob? You talked about the guy on the ground right here next to 24.
Yeah,
you saw him, and he was trying to get up.
Yep.
But you saw nothing but green on the other side of him, and then that was it.
Yeah, that play was crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely thankful. Like,
That's awesome.
Blessed,
That was awesome, man.
Starling Thomas, rookie at a UAB there, 24 with the block, had 51 on the ground. You got Pascal up there about ready to wipe somebody out. I mean, it's a collective effort. The special teams are humming. I mean, not only that, Prater 4 for 4.
Prater.
He was clutch.
That's what you expect though from him. Like, he's so accountable, like trustworthy. Like, honestly, to me, he's one of the best in the game.
Oh
like,
yeah.
He's elite. And I think every time he's out there, we trust him. Like, it's gonna go in.
I mean, he's definitely one of the kickers in NFL history that I think. I mean, I certainly think he'll be in the Hall of Fame as a kicker.
Yeah,
like he's got that kind of repertoire. Yeah. He's like, he's kicked multiple 60-yard field goals. He broke the NFL record for the longest field goal. I think he's won a Super Bowl, has he?
Was he with Denver when they won?
And they lost.
I thought
they might have lost. They not even won that one
against Carolina.
Yeah.
So I think he was on that team. So he's got a Super Bowl title, and he's been on numerous Pro Bowl teams because of his abilities. Like, he's a legend, man.
Alex saying in the chat, Dortch's balance. It's unreal. It's insane. Is that a part of it? Is it just core strength? Is it balance?
I think it's a combination of all of it. Yeah, I think when you look at guys in the NFL who have great balance, like Alvin Kamara, like you see them being able to absorb contact and stay on their feet. So I think it's a combination of all of those things.
It's kind of funny that you said I lift weights, because it reminded me of my boy playing basketball. He was a football player, but every time like it would be a foul or something like that, or he fouled you, I'd be like, dude, that's a foul. He's like, man, I play football. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Nah, there's a big difference between football players and like basketball players.
Yeah.
Like, you can always tell the football player who's trying to play basketball, but they're really not a basketball player.
The only guy that really could do it was Julius Peppers back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you ever see highlights of him playing for North Carolina? Catching lobs. It was insane.
Yeah.
The guy was crazy.
I mean, he played at UNC when they were winning.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot. Going
Final
to the Final Four
team.
Yeah. He was legit. So
it's like him and Ronald Curry, who also is the wide receivers coach now, but he was the quarterback for Tar Heels back then. And they were on the basketball team.
Ronald Curry, he's from Virginia.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's from Virginia.
He was like everything when I was in high school.
Yeah,
like he was like on the cover of all these magazines talking about like the next greatest like all-purpose athlete. Like he was amazing.
Tell you, man, Virginia, man, we got them athletes.
No doubt about it. The chat crushing it. Eli, the human Dortch. We've got Kyle. Hell yeah, Dortch, the torch. Got our guy Victor saying, LOL, we got to start getting Dortch some Derrick Henry drills.
Nah.
No,
the only Derrick Henry drill I saw was well, I don't really know what he's talking about. The only Derrick Henry drill I saw was like he was using his teammates as like stiff arms. I don't want to do that to my guy.
Dude's just taking shots to the head.
Yeah,
like
that was
what?
Crazy to me.
There was one where he used one of the bands and he was doing push-ups off a band.
I think I might have seen that.
Yeah,
I think I seen that too. Yeah,
just a freak. Play that his position at that size, but James Conner the same thing. I mean, you make a great point. James Conner kind of gets lost in the shuffle. And what he brought back to you guys, and he's certainly been the voice in that locker room all season long, it feels like.
Yeah, man, he's a force. When he runs the ball with so much passion and just juice, he's running the ball. He might get a 3-yard gain, but he's carrying 2 guys on his back. He's getting up after the play, telling the crowd to come on. Like, that stuff is like contagious.
Yeah,
it's contagious.
We spoke to him at the Super Bowl, and he's like one of the nicest people you could ever meet. But when you watch him play, you were definitely like, man, if I had a squad that I knew I was going to get into a fight in an alley with, James Conner's like my first round pick.
For sure.
Like he looks like he's just savage.
And he got your back too.
Yeah.
He got your back.
Was there anything throughout the week like that stood out to you that got you extra amped? Like something somebody said or that was done on the practice field or that was
amped for the game? Well, shoot, man, if I'm being honest, Atlanta, they released me. So I played for the Falcons. So that's all the ammo I needed, really.
There you go.
You guys didn't really believe in me. I got an opportunity to play you guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
That was that.
You don't want to have to be catching passes from those quarterbacks, though. You got a good one here. I'll say it so you don't have to say it. But, yeah, I mean, I think they had under 100 yards passing between the two of them. It was a great game. It was an electric comeback. I know that JG said once Ritter ran it in for the go-ahead score, Kyler was like, I got you. Did you hear any of that?
No, I wasn't there, but I'm sure.
You're on the field, basically.
Yeah. I'm sure that's – if he didn't say it, then you just knew. Like, his approach on the field, everybody was locked in. Like, it was no point in that game where we felt like, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have a chance.
Yeah. From your vantage point, real quick, just to kind of change the subject a little bit, Bijan Robinson.
Tough.
What'd you think of his game?
I like him a lot. He didn't really he didn't have like a crazy game against us, but I love his game. Yeah, he's different.
He's pretty smooth.
Sure, yeah.
He's been like that since he was in Tucson.
He was at he played punt return in the game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first one. So
I mean, you would think they would try to find a way to get him the ball.
Got to.
Yeah. I know that they have like, they're trying to get Algiers in there and stuff like that, but
why?
That's why they had a whole drive where they didn't even use him, and I was like, bro, he's your best back.
Yeah.
You gotta get the ball in his hands,
man. It's just head scratching. You see it. It's like sometimes you can be too smart for the room or try to be too smart for the room. It's like you got Kyle Pitts, you've got Bijan, and you got Drake London. It's just like
Cordell Patterson's tough too.
Yeah.
You see 84 out there and you forget that he's even on the squad, but can do so many things, right?
Yeah.
So many good things to help a team win. I got to tell you about our friends over at Circle K. They're going to help you win if you become a member of their Inner Circle, of course, America's Thirst Shop. You sign up for their free app, sign up the new Inner Circle app. You can get yourself into this new free membership program. Save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups, and your 6th, you're going to get, of course, the free selection from Circle K products, pizza, coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks. Those Polar Pops, can't beat those. Save 3 cents per gallon every day by joining the Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for more details. And also, check out what our friends over at Shady Rays are doing right now. It's gear built to last, but not at like a premium price. These are premium polarized shades that you can get not a premium price. It's a world-class product that you're going to want to use for all your outdoor adventures with an insane protection plan. Check out what Shady Rays is offering you. You buy a pair of their sunglasses or more, you're going to get that insane protection plan where if you lose or you break your sunglasses, they're going to replace them. No questions asked. It's a price point well below $100, these Shady Rays, but the product, it's premium. Save yourself some coin as well when you buy 2 or more pairs of Shady Rays online, shadyrays.com. Use the promo code PHNX. You'll get 50% off 2 or more pairs of Shady Rays sunglasses, saving yourself some more coin. They've got a location up in Kierland Commons as well. You can use the promo code. Just tell it to your sales associate. They'll honor it for you. But check out their full product line right now, shadyrays.com, for 50% off 2 or more pairs premium polarized sunglasses.
Real quick, the Rising just won the championship on Sunday. That was freaking awesome. Like, we've had some pretty good times in the Valley, but also yesterday, one of the other teams, the D-backs, obviously getting to the World Series, and we dropped this shirt, which is phenomenal. You should go get it at the locker because somebody got named Rookie of the Year yesterday, and you should probably just, wear a shirt that supports the hometown kid. So we just dropped this. It's the Rookie of the Year shirt. It's phenomenal. Love it. Love to see it. Go get it in the PHNX locker right now. You can also get it for free by getting a Die Hard membership today.
The Rookie of the Year shirt, the Greg Dortch t-shirt, also the PHNXlocker.com. Check it out. We got all your Valley sports fandom swag that you could ask for. The PHNXlocker.com. Switching gears completely. I saw this, but during the week of practice, and JG does a pretty good job. He says that he controls the music on the practice field. And it usually, I don't know if that's true, if he's just kind of feeding us BS.
I don't know either. I just know we
but
got
he claims
good music
to
out there.
But he does it with kind of a theme of the team that you're playing. So a lot of Atlanta ATL music last week. So I thought that the playlists were pretty solid.
Yeah, last week was tough. That is true because when we played like LA and stuff, it was a lot of LA music. And everybody was like, why are we listening to this? But like you remember like, oh, we're playing the Rams. But yeah, the music this week was nice.
So you've got Outkast, which is more kind of our age group.
Yeah.
You know about Outkast. We got Migos.
He's from Virginia.
That's kind of like right in your ballpark.
Yeah. That's like being from like New York. Like you got to know who Biggie is. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are or Wu-Tang. You know what I mean?
No matter where you from, honestly.
For real.
Yeah.
But then I saw this today. I saw that Andre 3000 is dropping a new album. Have you heard this?
That too.
I just heard it today.
Too, yeah.
But he plays, there's no rapping on it. It's all him playing flute.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, it's all instrumental.
Yeah, that might be tough. That might be tough.
17 years. We waited for a follow-up to, I think, The Love Below in Speaker Box.
That's funny.
I mean, I don't know.
That's funny.
I mean, listen, if anybody could pull it off, it would be Andre 3000.
That's what I'm saying. Don't knock it before you try.
He's a very talented individual.
Ron Burgundy, jazz flute?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Does the flute go hard?
The flute can go hard, for sure.
Our resident band expert over here, Jacob. So, all right.
That's hard, yeah.
Okay.
So his album, Blue Sun.
It dropped today?
It drops Friday. It features just woodwinds, no rapping. The first song title is, quote, I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this literally the way the wind blew me this time. That's the title track.
This joint gonna be sweet. It's gonna be hard.
They're gonna play that at practice next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't either.
I'm gonna give it a shot though. You got to,
yeah.
Because you never know, man. You might be like, damn.
What's your guys' favorite band instrument? Like
band instrument?
Yeah. What instrument goes hard? If you don't think a flute goes hard.
I mean, like if I was
don't think flute goes hard?
Like if I was in like a marching band or like just a band.
I mean,
drums.
I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, drums, sure.
I mean, because the drums. I mean, like if I was in a marching band, it'd be the snare. But if it was like a band, I'd just be the drums. I wouldn't be, dude. Being a drummer would be awesome.
Got to.
Yeah.
The drums.
Yeah,
but there's.
100%.
I mean, you could probably
first
name.
of all, my mom knows how to play the drums.
Yeah.
Too. Like she really plays the drums for real.
But if you're thinking about like guitarists, usually get all the flowers for every.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't have a musical bone in my body, but I gotta imagine like shredding during a guitar solo has got to be pretty epic.
Well, yeah.
Not everybody's about the flowers, Bo.
But you think about but you look at guys like Prince, like who were just legendary, or what the heck is his name from Guns N' Roses?
Slash.
Yeah. His real name is Saul, by the way. I was gonna say Saul, yeah. So Slash from Guns N' Roses, those kind of guys, like cool. But man, just going ham on drums. I mean, there's kind of nothing.
You can
like
have
it.
a band with no guitar. You can't have a band with no drums.
It's very true.
So 2 drums and a guitar, and then your keyboard.
I mean, I've always been keyboard.
Keyboard's hard too.
Like electronic?
I can play whatever.
Nah, not electronic.
I can play whatever though. Like I grew up playing classical.
Like D'Angelo.
music.
D'Angelo plays kind of that like that kind of orchestra piano. It's a different sound.
I can play Roses by Outkast.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
I gotta hear that.
Yeah, we gotta bring in the keyboard, man.
I had no idea before we worked together. I went to the same church as Jacob, and he was in
that's
the
all
band.
I'm thinking about.
He was in the band.
What?
Jacob played piano in the band for the worship music.
That's how y'all met?
What?
No, I didn't meet him. I had no clue.
Oh.
You had no idea.
I went to this church for over maybe a year and a half and watched, tons of performances.
Was the music good though at the church?
It was. It was a
Yes,
cool
my God.
old school church downtown Phoenix. It was an unbelievable atmosphere, and the worship was good. Like you can't say that for
Look at
most of
you,
the
Jacob.
times.
No, it's
That's
true.
crazy. That's a
It's
crazy
true.
story.
I mean,
And I had no idea that the guy in the back on the keyboard that I was going to work with him a couple of years later.
going crazy back there on the fucking tunes. That's awesome, man.
So how did you guys figure that out?
I don't
That y'all
know.
went to the
I
same
was trying to
church?
I think we were just talking about it one day.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh yeah, I went there for like a Christmas service," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I probably played the organ and the piano that day."
I mean, I got to hear you play Roses now, man. All I can hear is this is like the whole intro right now.
All I can imagine is John Tesh playing like the round ball rock, just like dun, 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 just going.
Yeah, we got to bring that in. Man.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the musical guest next week. Jacob on the piano.
You guys should do a PHNX Suns where you just got like background music. He's just playing like just little piano all the time.
Oh man, don't give me any good ideas.
Speaking of good times, our friends over at Burrito Express, they're keeping you, of course, full with delicious burritos that you can find multiple value locations. Of course, Tempe, the #1 spot to go get your burrito, get your grub on. They support Arizona State athletics, which is a little easier to support these days after some recent moves, some recent dubs on the basketball court and on the gridiron. Big thanks to them for providing us delicious breakfast burritos. Of course, they go hard as far as the bean and cheese. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express. What's going on?
Let's go, Mama D.
Ask me a Greg question.
My God.
Let's absolutely get to that, but let's thank our friends Burrito Express. Follow Burrito Express on Twitter at BurritoEXP
That is outrageous.
on Twitter. Great follow for Valley Sports Takes and also what's going on with our favorite burrito location. Let's get into it, BB. Mama D is here. Ask me a Greg question. What can we ask Mama D?
Oh man, I mean, hey, listen. As a kid, was he like a lot of trouble, or was he pretty calm? Like that's
I'm gonna respond.
yeah. Were you a good kid growing up? No.
It was a bad kid though. Kids are gonna do kid things. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, come on now. Like
there's
some
kid
kids,
things and
there's some
there's
little
trouble.
badass kids out there. Come on now.
No, I wasn't one of them because I
Okay.
always wanted to play football. So it's like if I'm bad, I can't play football.
True. Okay, all right.
That's why
She'll
I
hear
love
it
sports.
respond. She just commented against. She's gonna
Yeah.
hear this and respond.
So thanks for all the support.
Yeah.
There we go. Love it.
Thank
Love
you
it.
for all the support, Mama D. Your biggest supporter, obviously, out there. I see her in the social media spaces, repping Greg Dortch, as she should. Fantastic. I mean, I'm sure you weren't a bad kid, but you probably had a ton of energy to burn.
Oh yeah, but that's why I played sports.
Mhm.
I played
Yeah.
basketball, baseball, football. Like I played sports growing up. I was always outside. Like I feel like kids today they don't really go outside. And man, we were outside playing like 2-hand touch,
Mhm.
scraping our knees, falling on the
Yep.
ground. Like that's what kids do. I feel like
Okay.
Do you have any siblings?
I have 2 older sisters. Yeah.
2 older sisters, and it was Mama D. Was she just taking you guys back and forth?
So they were like way older than me, like
Okay.
about 12 years apart and 9. So like I wasn't really hanging out with them like that. I
Mhm.
was more so hanging out with guys my age and kids that I went to school with.
Did your mom favor you over the 2 older ones? Like, did she baby you?
I would say no, but if you ask them, they probably gonna say yeah.
They're like, man, Greg could get away with everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only boy. I'm the youngest, so I probably did get my way a lot.
All right. That's awesome.
Before we get out of here, Joshua Dobbs is having a bit of a moment.
Man,
how's it like seeing your guy? I mean,
yeah, we talked about it last week. I was like, I'm excited for him, and then I walk into the locker room this week for the game, and he's playing on TV, and I'm like, they're like showing the clips, and he's hurdling guys and like back juking, and I'm like, bro, he's really like, he's hooping.
Yo.
But I seen a video, like, they had to, like, show him where the locker was and stuff. Like,
first game, they're like...
Even through all that, man, he's focused and he's locked in, bro. He's just trying to win.
He is becoming, like, the story in the NFL kind of out of nowhere.
It feels like Linsanity.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, for sure.
It ain't Linsanity. Linsanity was crazy.
It was crazy.
Because his was longer. I felt like his was just, like, all year. Like, he's just doing crazy stuff.
But he had, like, a stretch of, like a 7-game stretch.
Yeah.
Where just, like, the most ridiculous things happened.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? And Josh Dobbs, I mean, let's be real. Like, he was here, played well, beat the Cowboys, should have beat the Giants, like, was playing very well. And then he gets traded, and he's only got 2 or 3 days, and he wins the game on a game-winning drive. And then now this week is just balling out, like going crazy. Like, I think the one thing is we could always root for good people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Josh Dobbs, I know you have more of an account of that. He just seems like a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he is. He's chill, laid back, about his business. So it's easy to cheer somebody like that on.
Yeah.
Just comes to work, doesn't say much, just...
It's strange to go into the locker room and then look over and there's Kyler, the quarterbacks, and then it's like there's Dobbs' old locker. And it's like he wasn't here. He hasn't been gone that long. He's been gone like a week and a half. And it feels like
a long time.
It does.
Yeah, it feels way longer than that.
I love this nugget from your mom saying that you used to run on the treadmill at age 2. I've got a 2-year-old. I can't imagine him navigating a treadmill.
Gosh,
I think she has a video too.
Oh my goodness.
I remember. I kind of remember them telling me I did that, and then I seen a video before, but I don't have it. I'm sure she has it though.
Getting the cardio in.
Just email me, Mama. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, it'll be on next week's show for sure.
Text it to me. I'll show you guys next week. Next time I come on here.
Well, that's cool.
Unbelievable stuff from the big win. You guys are going into Houston, another place that is a hotbed for great music, by the way. So I'm sure that it's going to be fire playlist throughout the week of practice. But
First
CJ
time.
Stroud, how those guys are playing, excited to take on that team?
I am. They're young and growing.
Yeah.
I feel like Tank Dell is explosive.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
He's playing really
crazy,
well.
Man.
I've never played in Houston, so this will be my first time in that environment. So I'm excited. It'll be something new.
It's kind of like State Farm.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
What's the name? NRG or something?
Yeah, NRG. So it's a little bit more compact, but it's
I'm
it's the same vibe. Yeah.
I've never played there.
Who's your favorite Houston rapper?
Houston rapper?
Yeah.
Name a couple.
Slim Thug.
Scarface?
Yeah.
Nah, neither one of those guys.
Okay. All right.
That's all you got?
Isn't there a
Megan Thee
person?
Stallion?
Mike Jones.
Who's the little person rapper? Isn't he from Houston?
I know Mike Jones is from
Mike Jones,
281. You know.
Said Meg Thee Stallion.
You mean
Travis Scott?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, I go with Travis Scott.
Yeah. Astroworld.
Got his shoes. Got a couple of his shoes.
Okay. All right.
Nice. You get those K1s?
Man, I'm so salty about that. I tried.
Still salty about those.
Let's go, Kyler. Let's get your boy some shoes.
Kyler.
And then JC wore him to the game. I had to look at him.
Oh, Kyler.
They're doing me bad.
Come on, man. Spread some love.
I got on Asics, man. I'm all about comfortability.
Yeah.
Asics.
Oh, man.
The guy's getting to enjoy his one of his few off days, and we'll call it off days, but because he comes in here, he works for you guys, talks to you all. Of course, you're putting in the work all week long, 24/7, 365. Greg Dortch, the All-Purpose Podcast. Make sure to go to the PHNX locker, get that shirt. Dortch shirt, maybe add a couple things like that NL Rookie of the Year T-shirt we just dropped yesterday. It's all fantastic. Put it in your basket. Check it out. Get it into your wardrobe immediately. Thank you to Greg's mom for joining us to chat. Maybe we'll get that video up the next time. And hopefully we're talking about back-to-back victories next Tuesday on the All-Purpose Podcast with Greg Dortch, Saul Bookman. I'm Bo Brock. You guys have a great rest of your day.
We all silly like the mayor.